Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? Yama is here with Elemental Forge. Welcome to the Sunday morning gathering. Formerly Blacksmiths Church. It's still Blacksmiths Church, I suppose. Hosted by Big Dog Forge. Let's get into it. First in and fresh out the gate with a $50 super chat, we got Black Collar Ironworks. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Thank you very, very much for that early super chat. Give that man a line of applause. Thank you. Curtis Lee, good morning. Dame Maggiore, Mr. Pekka, Neil Graham, Dave Varner. How's it going, buddy? Randy over at Newt's Leather. Granddads, Hammer Time New York. What's up, Mark? Keith, whatever. Good morning. Hansi Pants, how you doing? Listening and working in the shop. I hear you. I think I mentioned it last night. I gotta come up with a moment or a chance to get up there and get some coal. Unless, of course, you feel like coming down and visiting and bringing me some coal. I provide the gas money. Bryson Alden, good morning. Eric, good morning. Or to Gov, good morning. How's it going, Wiley? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Mr. Dixon, how's it going? So, what do we have lined up for today? Kind of just general chit-chat and seeing how everybody's doing as winter sets upon us. Shh, I'm lurking. I hear you, Michael. Mr. Boyles, Dan Boyles, how's it going? Hubcap. Oh, I missed out because Facebook Messenger is glitching out on me something fierce. Like a patented Rusty Hubcap Forge Facebook Marketplace find. It was a trailer full of welding supplies for $300. I mean, a stack of cases of sticks, various sticks, probably 15 Victor torches, looked like about 100 some odd foot of oxyacetylene wrapped brand new hoses, fittings, masks, gloves, aprons, just, connections, all sorts of stuff, for $300. And I messaged the person, said, I am super interested, I need this to purchase this, where are you located? I will, come get it this weekend, or arrange somebody to come and get it, blah, blah, blah. Do you take PayPal? Blah, 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 all that. And they saw it, message, and nothing for hours. And then I checked back and it was sold. And then all their messages came in saying, yeah, sure, I can, blah, blah, blah. And it's because Messenger didn't send me the messages right away, or their messages right away, I missed out on the sale. Oh, that would have been some fun stuff to get. What's up, Bobby? How you doing? Dr. Asen, half in, half out. Yeah. Yep. It was like a rough, gut punch, because I so rarely find awesome deals like that. And when I do, I don't have the money to get on them. This time it just happened to work. Hello, is it okay if I call you Russian Alex? Because I think that's what everybody was calling you last night. How you doing, brother? Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. I know there's a bit of a communication breakdown, but glad to have you here regardless. But yeah, exactly, Chris. On my posts for Messenger, or I mean for the Facebook sales posts and stuff, I have started putting my phone number and email and informing them that Messenger glitches out and I am responsive, and if they can't get a hold of me through Messenger, to throw me a text and I'll get back with them ASAP. And in today's technological, where there's so much technology everywhere, you should not rely on just one form of communication. So yeah, and that goes right into that, Randy. It's booming. Like, I mean, well, it's okay. I'm not gonna say it's booming. It's. I've got orders to fill. It's kind of slowed down. I did have somebody contact me last night. She's ordering 4. She's just trying to decide if she wants them shipped or what her schedule is. She lives several hours away up in Virginia, and but she owns property down at the beach, and she's trying to see when she will be heading down there next and coming back, and if she can swing by and pick them up and meet up with me then, because she owns a store, and just for jiggles, guys, if you guys check it out, it looks like a neat little market store, and they're on Facebook, Stony Point Market, in something, Virginia. I can't remember if it was like Fairbanks or something in Virginia. And I looked at their page. It looked kind of neat. I don't know if they do online sales, but it's one of them quaint little country stores. And she contacted me and wants to sell my horseshoes there. And it's like, cool. I don't know how much lower I can go on the price, to fit like bulk orders and stuff, to make it beneficial to her. But, I'll work with her and see what I can do. Sandy Wilkerson, good morning. Good morning. Stefan Mirke, how you doing? Last night's live show has not processed and posted yet. Sometimes it takes a while to process and to post, to repost. I do know that I was getting a couple comments after the fact on it, so I don't know what's going on, Boar. Smoosh that like button. Yes, I actually have a button for that myself. Right here. It's smoosh that like button. Thank you very much, Stefan. Augie, good morning. Sandy, this is my second stream of the weekend. I do, so you know, because you are a new subscriber, and Russian Alex as well. Saturday nights is my forging stream where I show off my masterful arm skills. And Sunday morning is like Blacksmiths Church. It was started by a guy named Tim over at Big Dog Forge. If you're getting into and you're enjoying the forging videos and such, I do recommend you check out his channel. He does a lot of fun builds. He's got a lot of videos where he's making machinery for working, like he took an old, I can't remember what it started out as. He basically made a leather sewing machine out of, I think, parts from an old sewing machine and the frame of a scroll saw, I think. But yeah, he does some really wild stuff. And he's a cool guy too. But yeah, excellent button. Excuse me. Yeah. So this is just kind of chit-chatting with the community, seeing what everybody else is up to. I mean, everybody knows what I'm up to, and I also, the lines are open. I have my Skype link in the description if anybody likes to call in, take some calls. After last week, I've decided to do it a little bit differently. Instead of trying to get like a split screen with, you know, everybody on it. I've set it up so that it's just a window that I put up, and then anybody who's calling, it just shows my Skype window, so that, you know, nothing gets lost. And there's not all that like, oh, there's 2 of you, oh, there's 3 of you, oh, where's everything like last week. So it should go a little smoother if I have, you know, multiple callers in. But yeah, you had to delete Skype. Yeah, it's Skype is a very let me see, it's a very resource heavy application, both on even on the computer. You know, it's like it's great for things like this, where it's like you're just, you know, doing kind of interviews and chatting, but gamers were using it for chatting, you know, for games, and that's when, you know, the resource heaviness of it really came to play, and people came up with different ways. That's, you know, TeamSpeak came out, but it was kind of clunky and very programmer heavy. And so then Discord came out using a similar client, and speaking of Discord, we have a blacksmithing Discord server, the Forge Chat, or not, no, yeah, Forge Chat, I think is what it is. But yeah, so Skype kind of got left in the dust, and the main market for keeping its resources, you know, resource consumption down was gone, so they just make it a great communication tool. Hey, what's up, Adam? Granddads, how you doing? Yeah, I believe it's offthegridblacksmithing@gmail, or offthegridblacksmith@gmail, Rob. Um, it's evening in Russia. Yeah, that's the weird. Some people are, you know, watching me while they drink their morning cup of coffee, and some people are settled down in bed, you know, calling it an evening, and instead of reading a book, they're watching me jabber on, blah blah blah. Dana Maggiore, good morning. What'd you miss? Well, I did a backflip, Dana. That was fun. You missed it. There you go, Adam. Set an alarm, wake up and watch me. Do it. Do it now. He did not stick the landing. No, sir, I did not. Well, I do know that today in the shop I'm going to be finishing up that hammer for, like, that's my priority today in the shop, is to finish up that hammer. I also have to run out and hunt down some more horseshoes. I did order some used horseshoes from a lady, paid and everything, but I have not yet received I have to contact her. I have not yet received a shipping label, a confirmation of shipping or tracking number or anything, and I kind of prefer, you know, if I'm paying for something, to know where it's at. But we'll see where that goes. But in the meantime, I have orders to fill. So I gotta, you know, probably travel up into Virginia, hit Tractor Supply there, because I've bought out all the horseshoes at the one in Elizabeth City. Oh, I'll bet it was, Adam. I'll bet you did set an alarm. I don't have, just, you know, I do not know. I know there's a horse farm on Bell's Island. However, I think they have a farrier come to them. They only have like 4 horses there, so I think they have a farrier come to them. I would spend more time searching out farriers in this area that would be, you know, that would have that scrap. then it would be to just, you know, order some. If any farriers in my local area were to come up to me and be like, yeah, I got a whole barn full of horseshoes, you know, sure. But most people don't come off their stuff around here. You know, like I said, I've seen a seahorse farm. There you go, seahorse shoes. Um, like I said, I've seen a treadmill sitting with a tree growing out the middle of it, and you know, I'm like to the person, I'm like, any chance I can snag that motor? No, I'm gonna use it someday. No, you're not. Come on. You could ask them of the guys. Yeah. Now I will look into it. The horseshoe situation is relatively new to me, so I haven't really delved into it. It would be great to get like a local supply of old rasps and horseshoes. So get you all you want here for nothing. Problem is flat rate boxes, Eric. Flat rate boxes. If that's what you want to do, man, flat rate boxes. Howdy, Ignis. How you doing? Yep. Flat rate boxes. For $20 you can fill up to 72 pounds, I think, or $15 or whatever, you know, the flat rate box is. I think 80 shoes fills a $20 box. I'm not sure. Right, Eric. Yeah, see, I've got like 4 rasps. All of them are good rasps, so I don't want to, I'd rather use them for what they are. I've got one that Drayson sent me that I'm going to, I haven't yet, but I'm going to cut it in pieces and put it on a swedge to make like a texturing swedge. Spring texturing device. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But the other ones that I have, it's like I want to use as rasps. It's like if I had a collection, I might actually try making, just a series of snakes out of them, or maybe even, try my hand at a rasp knife. I don't know, but they're in short supply, so I'd hate to waste them on a knife. Randy, yeah, the lady that I found, it's $1 a piece plus the flat rate. So yeah, the deals are to be found. I'm not saying that I can't find any. I'm saying I haven't really put a bunch of effort in searching. Yeah, flat rate makes shipping very easy. Anneal it good first, and hopefully it won't shatter. Yeah, that's definitely the thing with old rasps and old tool steels. It's like you kind of got to prep it a little bit. Everybody talked about micro fractures, and that's another reason I don't really get into knives. But there's so much science behind it. But yeah, it's like, as I understand micro fractures, you can kind of get them to consolidate a little bit. Morning, Jeff. How you doing, brother? Wayne Heights, how you doing? Yeah, I actually had a package, Wayne, one of the horseshoe packages. I'm keeping track of the USPS tracking numbers for the customers, I suppose. I did send them to them, but I was watching one and it said failed to deliver, and it's like, oh, I ran right over to the post office, and he goes, oh yeah, no, it was, the post box was blocked or something. He couldn't access it, and it was delivered the next day. Scared the bejesus out of me. Morning, James Jones. How you doing? Aaron Dennis in the house. Yeah, the shipping scares me because, it's like I pride myself on, communication. When somebody orders something from me, I pride myself on communication. They know that, You know, like if you buy a hammer, it's like I'll email with you, message with you, you know, pictures of it, updates. You know, if something comes up and it's going to be a couple days extra, I let you know. If something comes up and it's like, hey, I got it done way earlier, I let you know. And then when it ships, I let you know, and I send a picture of the shipping label. Um, you know, it's just, I believe in like full transparency and communication when you're dealing with especially like a local, um, or you know, when you're dealing with a craftsman, you know, and USPS, really most things, shipping, you know, once you give it to the shipper, it's completely out of your hands, and that's can be scary. If anybody were to see that package, you know, in the process of it getting to its destination and go, I wonder what's in here, you're done. um, I know that Mr. Bob Bew from B&B Forge sent something to, actually, Tim at Big Dog Forge a couple of years ago, and it was a hammer that we had all worked on, and we had all touch marked, and he sent it to him, and it got, the package got there with a hole ripped in the side of it, and the hammer pulled out and stoled, and it's like, that's, you know, there's no insurance that can cover that. I mean, that's a one-of-a-kind item. You know, same thing with this hammer that I'm about to ship out, or that I'm working on right now, the Christmas hammer. It's Santa's solution. You know, it's going to be a one-of-a-kind item. You know, if it gets lost, ooh. BCI, my God. I've been working on that Google Translate extension. It's working right out of the box. Actually works. Oh, for Russian Alex, I wonder if for the Discord server. Oh, Michael, real quick, if I can hold on for a second. I have to send you an invite to the other Forge chat group, the Discord. Remind me, because that has taken off, and it's several people are in it. Good morning, Paul. How you doing? Ethan Phillips. How's it? Howdy. Poor man. Good morning. Did your boy have a good birthday, man? Solbert, what's up? Good morning. John Cat, good morning. Don't put your forge name. Yeah, that is something I have heard, Hans. Don't put any indication that it's a coming from a blacksmith, because with the Forged in Fire knife craze, everybody sees a blacksmith's name and thinks that it's going to be some $1,000 knife, you know, and yeah, it's just risk, reward, risk, you know, management. There only got one hammer that didn't look like it was bouncing around the back middle, right? Who's your hammer? Daughter, not son. You just said 4-year-old. I assume son. All right. A snowsuit. Oh, I haven't worn a snowsuit since I was a wee little lad. Who am I kidding? I wore one 15 years ago. No. Yeah, 15 years ago. No, 20 years ago. I don't know. I remember I was standing on top of a lift changing parking lot lights. Yeah. You definitely need a Hans hammer over there, Newt. I love Hans's hammers. He's got such a Donnie Sharko. even his non-sculpted hammers are awesome works of art. He puts a lot of heart into them. Admittedly, all I do with mine is forge them out. I don't really add any flair to them. They're just a basic hammer, And, you know, you got people like Bob and Hans that put so much effort into making sure each hammer is like perfectly crafted, you know. So, yeah. Yeah, half Floridian. It was the evening my dog gave birth to a 7-pound 1-inch girl, Peyton Elizabeth Todd. Congratulations, John. Congratulations. That's the kind of stuff that I like to see pop through the chat, you know? Congratulations. Nidavalier, good morning. $10 super chat from James Jones to help with the motor. Good to see the power hammer. Yes, it's so close. Thank you. Wiley, good morning. Wait, I think I said good morning. I'm not taking it back. Line of applause. Thank you very much. The super chats, you know, they help out so much. I hate to be one to seem like I'm, you know, groveling or anything like that. You know, I do this because I love it. I do YouTube because I love interacting, and I do YouTube Live specifically because I love communicating and interacting with people. But yeah, you know, I put so much heart and so much, you know, into this. It's awesome to see that, you know, the community appreciates it, and it's humbling to see, you know, to see that. Thank you guys very much. Randy, that reminds me, did you weld a cap over the lead so it doesn't come loose when you're using the hammer? No, I did not. I did something a little different. What I did was, before I poured the lead into the hammer, and you can't really see it in the video, because the lighting was really off, I took a piece of 3/8, I think it was either 3/8 or ½ inch square bar, bent it into a V, jammed it down in there point first, and then tack welded the two ends so that it, you know, creates kind of a thing, and then I poured the lead around that, so that will hold the lead from popping around. Exactly, Steph, and it really helps me, you know, keep in touch with you guys. Oh. Motor Fund, $20 in from Ethan Phillips. Thank you very much. Like I said, I'm really not trying to beg here or nothing. I'm not. Line of applause. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, Randy, that's not my idea. I, it's my interpretation of what I read about somebody doing. I was just kind of looking, because I thought that too. What if the lead loosens up and starts plop, 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 and looked into that, and somebody said, oh, just weld some pieces in there for the lead to grip. And, you know, I'm like, you know what? Instead of trying to reach down there with pliers and weld little sticks into it, you know, like I'm thinking like fingers, I said, screw it, just boom, boom, done. Eric, the lead that we're talking about is my power hammer head. My power hammer is a, I believe, 5-inch square tube with a tool steel plug. It's like a 2-inch tool steel plug in the bottom, and that makes that whole assembly without lead weigh about 15 to 20 pounds. And then I added lead to bring it up to about 60 pounds. Give or take. 60 to 65 pounds is what I think I aimed at. If things are a bit back to normal, I could send you a bit of Nordic gold. You just have to melt it by yourself. I really do need to get a crucible, Stefan. I do have a whole bunch of flint sent to me by Awesome Possum. He sent me, I got the flint striker that I won. He made a flint striker and a little leather pouch and sent it to Roy for one of his giveaways, and I won it. And he also sent me, Awesome Possum separately sent me, you know, a collection of flint and flint arrowheads and stuff, and some really cool stuff. And so yeah, I's got flint. Good morning, Mr. Corey. How you doing? But yeah, I'll be honest. I've been wanting to get into casting for a bit, just to kind of have fire will try. But I think instead of jumping all into that right now, because it's a whole nother level of metalworking. I really would like to keep focused on learning the fundamentals and perfecting the fundamentals of blacksmithing, you know. Yeah, I haven't done any casting, Bill. Oh, the pieces of flint that I have are little pieces. So yeah. Yeah, I installed it. Just use the pop-up chat function to refresh the chat, so I have to reset the stream and it started working. I'll have to look into that, Michael. I'll have to look into that. I'm not going to do it mid-stream right now. Casting is in fishing. Oh, ha 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 ha. I used to fish a lot. Especially when I was living in Florida. But I lost thousands and thousands of dollars in fishing gear during the aftermath of Irma. And then got up here and, you know, just, yeah, I'm half a block away from a great fishing spot, but, you know, I don't have time for it anymore. You got the pour? Nice. And an iron? I bet that's fun. Floyd Hansen, up for an after midnight snack and get to be here for the catch-up. Right on, man. Right on. Exactly, Speargrass, exactly. You know, fishing, that's a good waste of a day of smithing. You know. No, seriously though, once I get kind of balanced out there in the shop and get a nice routine of filling orders, practicing, recording videos, and get it all nice and balanced, I do want to set a day aside each week to hop in my kayaks and hit the water, you know, even if it's just going out and toiling around a bit, you know. I'll bet it was, poor man. Dan Boyles. dragon scallops last year, and a piece of flint about a football size came up in the drags, living on an island of sandstone. Yep. Let me know if you're starting lost wax casting. I can help you out with that. Yeah, one day maybe. Like I wouldn't mind getting a crucible just to have one like set in my fire pot and melt like copper, um, or sulfur, some brass, not sulfur, some brass or something, just for projects in my forging. Um, but as for doing a whole casting setup, I don't know. Not yet, not yet. A balanced schedule. That's crazy. It sure is crazy talk. Howdy. What's up, Henneman? How many names for a jig? Yeah. Uh, oh yeah, that's another thing, Rob. I'm just, if I were to do casting, I would be doing it outdoors. My shop. I've got like the 3 roll doors. Um, I open up both my roll doors, and my shop is a wind tunnel. um, yeah, so jigsaw, saber saw, spear saw. uh, Old fire extinguishers. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting some of them. I wouldn't mind getting a whole bunch of them. I'd love to get a whole bunch of old cylinders of different types. The bottoms can be used as I can cut the bottoms off, use them as like a dishing swedge, and make a bell out of the top end. But yeah, it's a fair point too, Michael. Just make a crucible. uh, but usually you can get old gas bottles. Yeah, I might next time I'm up in Hertford. I might check out. There's a place, I think it's like Arc D Welding. It's a welding supply house, and in addition to welding supply, they also do like they have a crew that'll go out if you need welding done. They'll go out and do it, but it's not like a welding shop, you know. Um, but yeah, I might go check them out one of these days. Hmm. The Northern Territory is my favorite place to hunt pirates. Oh, I hear you. Dweeb just built a dang nice furnace. All right, Dana. Hopefully, I can catch you there. But I'll probably toss it on in the background of my shop. Got a lot of work to do today. More horseshoes and more horseshoe hearts and finishing the hammer from last night. Aimless. Good morning. I've got an 1880s Assay Crucible. What do you mind? Found them in the Mayday Mine in La Plata, Colorado. That's cool. That's real cool, Solbert. Yeah. So we're talking smithing. You know, it's like I've always, I mean, not smithing, smelting? No, casting. um, yeah, I did have a few ideas. I think it would be really cool casting to, um, to do a, series of, like, aluminum Moabos. I think that would be neat just to have a bunch of them. Yam's rant. How do you handle forging small, tedious items that don't always work out first try? How do I handle them? Well, as a lot of you know, I don't really do a lot of tiny work, but I've tried forks. I've tried several forks, and if I'm working like the fork end or something, and I'm having trouble with it burning or whatever, I make a shorter fork. um, but yeah, I smalls, small, tedious, little finicky things. Um, I've got a bit of a heavy hand when it comes to the tiny stuff. it's it's something I definitely need to work on. And Scott Seward over there at Seward's Forge, he gets on me on that because he's the king of tiny things. You know, he'll sit there and he'll you know, I bet if he were to forge a flower with the little Steinman thing, he'd take one piece and forge out, you know, the 10 or 20 different little antennaes that come out of it, you know, Steinman, whatever they're called. um, yeah. Moabo. Moabo is my style skull. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of it. Not really right now. It's like a tiki skull. Just came across it before. Mother of all bottle openers. It doesn't it doesn't really it's a name that just stuck because I was originally trying to make a skull bottle opener, and it was really finicky um, to get it to open bottles. So I said, screw it. It's just a little you know, chunk of steel with a skull. uh, what's up, Fuss? No, Fuss isn't here. Go figure. You know what? Let me try and pull up just to. I do have a video on the Moabos, but since a lot of you have been asking what they are, I will pull one up and show them. Go into Island Mill Forge. Finished videos. I actually have a Moabo shirt too. Let me see. All right, I got this. Ha ha ha. And then I can pull up these are Moabos. Yes. Okay. Adios, Jason. are Moabos. Morning, Troy. I know, right, Adam? It is trippy. You know, I really need to jump back onto the Moabos again. um, yeah, they're just kind of tiki-ish skulls. You know, they're they're just weird. I like them. You know. But yeah, those are when you hear, on my channel at least, when you hear somebody discussing Moabos, that's what they are. Ah. Yes, if you haven't yet, smoosh that like button. I got 9 people who haven't. Robert Whitney? No problem. No problem. Um, yeah, you know, Speargrass brings up a good point. You know, in the first year or two of my YouTube channel, it was one of the first projects that I really kind of, I don't want to say mass produced, but, you know, made a whole ton of, and just had a blast making, and a bunch of friends. Everybody was making them for a while, and they kind of, you know, it's like, you know, Roy made one, and Danley Moose made one, and I think even Black Bear was even talking about them at some point. Um, you know, they're just, you know, and then I just stopped playing with them. You know, I'll make them here and there. I actually have one that I still need. Apologize, Paul. I still need to send yours out. it's it's sitting on my bed right there. I can see it right now. It's just I need to toss it in a international envelope and get it over to you. You know. Yammy, I'm gonna get with you about next week. Right on. Have I ever done a more realistic skull like Thek Ironworks? I have not. I have not tried the rounded realistic skull. I do know the technique, and it looks awesome. I haven't tried it yet. Have not tried it yet. CRS 21 launch in 30 minutes. Only got a 15-minute window of overtime. Oh, I don't think I'm going to do any overtime here, Sulbert. Adios, Troy. Yes, the big copper one is still in my shop as well. Um, and yeah, that was you and North and me made that, right? I freaking love that one. That's one of my favorites. It's so unique. Um, Happy Sunday, Yams, from Jim Patterson, a $20 super chat. Oh, brother, I love you. Big line of applause. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. How you doing, man? You know, I hope you're doing well. I hope that if I get up to Hans's for some coal, you get a chance to swing on by and say hi. I don't know when that's going to be. Hans, on a side note, that might possibly be over my winter break around Christmas. But if you get a ton of coal, a spare ton of coal, I will likely get it from you. The only other chance I have at a decent price coal, my guild actually just got a hookup in Pennsylvania for coal for $8 a bag. I think they're selling it to us for like 10 or 15 a bag. But if I can talk them into selling me a ton at wholesale, I might have to do that. Because time is the issue. Time is the issue. Yemes wants to see his other fam. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. The trouble is time and money. I would be, um, I would be heading up to Chicago to visit family this year, but in addition to the state of the country right now, I just the time and money. You'll bring over the welding table to Hans. What? You giving me a welding table? um, cool. Yeah, you know what? Regardless of what my guild does, I may do that, Hans. I may try and if you buy it, I'll get it. All right. Yeah, that's what I'll do, Hans. Because I want to see. I missed getting a chance to see you in November. Um, I might have to crash on your couch because I'm not bringing a tent in December. But yeah. So we'll plan for that in a couple weeks. All right, Hans. Um, we got to get through 3 weeks of back-breaking labor, and then I will take a couple days off and come up and hang out. Let me see. Chicago's only a few hour drive. I know, right? Let me pull up my calendar right quick. All right, so Christmas is on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I believe I have the 20th through the 3rd off. So it's either going to be I'm up there for Christmas. Well, no, I mean I'll have those. Yeah, I can come up for a few days before Christmas or a few days after Christmas. I'll get with you, Hans, on what works best for you. And Granddad's, Rob, I would freaking love that. I've been in need of a decent welding table for a while. So freaking love you, man. What's up, Bloobs? Good morning, War Tree. And Jim Patterson. See what I got started? I'll definitely swing by. Right on, Jim. Yeah. I mean, I'm not talking about like a full-on camp-out thing. I'm going up there to pick up coal and give Hans, Amy, and the kids a hug. Sorry, Hans. For anybody wanting to... no, I'm not. No. Check with Hans. I don't want to invite people to Hans. Oh, not doing that. Love you, Hans. I'm sorry. uh, huh. Yamez, have I heard from Tim? I personally have not heard from Tim in several weeks. I know he is insanely busy. Um, I know he is insanely busy. He recently put out a video, I believe. He is doing them as he can. I know that. Yeah. So, he was in the chat last Sunday. Yes. Yes, he was. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So I know he's around. I do know he's around, but like I said, I believe he's just extremely busy. Retiring? I do believe he is going to be retiring. I think that keeps getting pushed off, like week by week as jobs are. And that's pretty much what it is. I have talked to him about that, John, about them squeezing him for everything he has. and his point of view is I'm okay with that. You know, the more I work before I retire, the more money I make. So that, you know, I do know that that's his attitude with that. Yeah, I do believe, Randy, that it was originally supposed to be this year that he retires, like, but it got pushed back for some reason. And yeah, you have a couple more welding tips for my oxy rig, right? Yeah, I got a rosebud tip for my oxy torch, uh, but it doesn't fit the freaking torch. So it's like I gotta bring the torch into the Arc D weld place and see if they can't size it up for me, or just bite the bullet and buy a Victor torch. Adam's like me. Adam's a tropical person. Yeah, Sully, he has been kind of updating as he can on that, here and there. But yeah, it's with him being so busy, it's hard for him to keep everybody updated, you know. I know that when he does finally retire, he's going to be, you know, all over YouTube. Yeah, he's going to be like, I'm back, baby. I will say, though, concerning temperatures, um, since I got into blacksmithing, I prefer a cooler temperature. Not cold, but, you know, give me 60 degrees where it's like I can just wear some long pants and, you know, not be losing all my water weight in one day. And I'm comfortable. All right, Solbert. Yep, I'm getting ready to get out of here myself. Um, so, uh, just another big thank you to all of you guys. I believe I missed a super poop. I believe. Let me see. Yes, I missed a super poop. Thank you very much, Aimless. My bad. Thank you very much, Aimless. Um, but thank you all for the super chats. Thank you all for the support and appreciation. You guys are awesome. Toss on your safety glasses, like, you know, Black Bear says, and get out into the forge and, you know, get out to the workshop and create something. You know, make something with your hands, because dang it, if it ain't just so much fun. Um, you guys have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you next Saturday. Robert, how you doing? Uh, have a great day. Thank you all for joining us, and catch you all later. I got horseshoe hearts and hammers to make. Adios, everybody. Hearts and health. Thank you.